Good morning. Hope you got your coffee. Got me a new cup. Got that red truck on there. I want to thank you for joining me this morning for Wednesday morning coffee break. I would like to share, just before we get started, one of our anniversary followers, her mother passed away this morning. And I want us to keep Susan in our prayers. Another one of our followers, her aunt, is in serious condition and not expected to live much longer on this earth. So I hope that you will be in prayer for Heather, for Susan, and for many of you who are struggling, who are having a hard time, who have lost loved ones during this season. God bless you, and prayers are with you. I want to start a series this morning that'll go through the end of December, and it's entitled, A Ruler is Coming. But not only is he a ruler, he is a rescuer that is coming. Micah, who is an 8th century prophet of the Old Testament, gives his final message to Judah and to Israel in the 7th chapter of his prophecy. You see, God's chosen people had violated God's covenant. They had worshipped idols. Oh, they had worshipped God too, but they worshipped idols. The leaders and the priests were corrupt. If you wanted a good message from the prophets of that time, then you paid them good money. If you couldn't pay them good money, then you wouldn't get a very good message from the prophet. They got rich. They took from the weak and the poor. And their sins were obvious, as was their future, which was ominous. As a result of their disobedience, they would be overtaken and exiled for a time. But the prophet had good news to share with Israel and Judah in chapter 7 of Micah, beginning in verse 7. He said that there would come a time when he would restore the fortunes of his covenant people. Now, this is thought to be in the millennium. But first, something else had to happen before the millennium is ever even thought of. Micah chapter 5, in verses 4 and 5, the prophet says that there is a ruler that would come, that shall stand and shepherd his flock in the strength of the Lord, in the majesty of the name of the Lord his God. And in verse 5 it says, and he shall be their peace. Micah even tells where this ruler is going to be born. But you, O Bethlehem, who are too little to be among the clans of Judah, from you shall come forth from me one who is to be the ruler in Israel, whose coming forth is from of old, from ancient days. Matthew chapter 2, verse 6 repeats this verse. Who would this be? When would this be? Well, first of all, it's going to be some 700 years later, for sure. But in 2 Samuel, in verse 16 of the 7th chapter, there is a prophecy there that Nathan shared with David. And this is what that prophecy said. And your house and your kingdom, talking to David, shall be made sure forever before me. your throne shall be established forever. Now, who is this? The prophet Isaiah said in Isaiah 11, verse 1, there shall come forth a shoot from the stump of Jesse. Now, Jesse is David's father. And a branch from his roots shall bear fruit. His roots, David. Jeremiah 25, verses 5 through 6 says, the days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will raise up for David a righteous branch, a king, who will reign wisely and do what is just and right in the land. This is the name by which he will be called, the Lord, our righteous Savior. The ruler that the Old Testament is talking about is none other than Jesus Christ, the Messiah. The ruler would be born from the line of David and in Bethlehem, David's hometown. I hope you will join me over the next few weeks till the end of December as we look at this ruler. God bless you. Thank you for joining me this morning for Wednesday morning coffee break. I hope you have a great week. And as I shared at the beginning, please remember to keep Susan and Heather in your prayers. I'll see you next Wednesday on Wednesday morning coffee break. Bye now. Thanks again.